Hey guys, Akil Stokes here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to compare with you two very similar trading setups and show you how the smallest of details can make a massive difference in your decision making. I'll also walk you through how to plan and have multiple entry techniques if you're ever looking to get in a trade that maybe isn't too desirable at first but might become desirable depending on how price action moves. Speaking of which, I'll teach you how to read price actions. You can find these little clues that I'm speaking about. I'll also walk you through how having multiple entry techniques and truly being able to read and understand price action in the market, not just waiting for a magic signal, can open your eyes to different trading opportunities that may not have been seen before. So grab your notebook and let's hop in. Still room to continue lower on pound dollar. This is one where I am not interested in any counter trend trade down here, right? So let me ask you guys this. What's the difference between looking for a potential counter trend trade on euro dollar, right? Versus a counter trend trade on pound dollar. Pound dollar is on your left, euro dollar is on your right. You guys remember we're looking at 114.50, so this area. What's the difference between looking for, why is this different? They're both trend continuation opportunities. They're both broken violated structure. We're both predicting a move downward. One has an opportunity where it's like, hey, that's a target level, but also a level that we can look for counter trend trading opportunities, while the other one is I don't want to touch this at all. What is the difference between the chart on your left and the chart on your right? Carlos says oversold difference. Nope. Oversold would actually, I don't know what the oversoldness was for euro dollar, but oversold on the pound dollar would actually give you more of a positive sign, right? It's massively oversold. Momentum of pound dollar, nope, not momentum. Not going to see me judge anything off of momentum. I believe in buying the falling knife, so I will buy right into momentum, right? The harder it falls, just like a tennis ball, right? The harder it falls, the higher it bounces. That's my mentality. Got to be smart with falling knives, obviously, but I'm not afraid of them. I'm not looking at, oh my gosh, big bearish candle, stay away, right? Ah, yes. Structure. Where is price action, right? On the right, euro dollar. We have a clear and obvious level of structure down here, do we not? And what type of structure level is this? When it's warm, you go. If it's a nice day, you spend time. When my kids get annoying, I kick them. Outside, yeah. Outside level of structure. Where is our outside level of structure here on Poundy? Is it at this red line, the level that we're predicting price to go to? No. Our outside level of structure isn't until all the way down here, nestled between 128s and 127s. So as a structure-based trader, right, I'm blind in here. There is no reason for me to look for a bullish counter trend trade at this level, unless, and I'll share with you the unless a little bit later, but as of right now with the information we have, does that make sense? There's no level of structure here, no outside level of structure. There's this little inside level of structure, yes, but we know how important this is compared to other levels of structure, right? If you guys had to choose a level to trade at, would it be here or would it be here? Would it be the violated one or the unviolated one? My guess is that the majority of you would say, yeah, the outside level, the unviolated one, right? The outside level of structure. Now, we'll talk about a little bit later how or what would need to happen in order for me to look for longs, but that's a good lesson there for you. So, trend continuation, still got a little bit lower to go. We're trading at what, 130.60s? So we'll head down to the lowers. Same situation, we'll go to a range bar chart as well. Same situation as euro dollar, right? We can look for pullback. We may have one last move at this and then one last continuation down since we're getting close. Hourly charts can look very, very similar, right? You can actually see a little bit of deceleration happening right here. So we may be getting ready. Deceleration, we got RSI. So I think Carlo mentioned this earlier. RSI is oversold. We're getting divergence, right? You see this on your RSI. See these lows, higher. See these lows, lower, right? A little bit of divergence there. Maybe this is the sign of that last bit of relief. Beautiful structure shelf to trade at, and then one more move down. So we can look for that. All right, so let me get this into Pro Trade Log real quick, and then I'll come back and show you guys what I would need to see for a counter trend trade. But in the meantime, if you have any guesses, this is the perfect time to shoot it in, and we'll be back after this commercial break. It's not a commercial break, you're just gonna hear typing in the background, but feel free to sing song. But yeah, but give it a guess. What do you think I would need to see for a counter trend trade? You guys knowing me. And let me try to pound dollar 1 hour potential. Yep. Bearish continuation trade. Here we go. Pro Trade Log activate. Phew, like fireworks should go off every time we put an ID on there. All right. So normally, let's walk you through this. Normally, you guys knowing me, right? What is my most aggressive entry at if this were a level of structure? Let's say this were a nice, powerful, juicy level of structure. What's my entry, right? Higher high, higher close. All right. That's my primary form of entry. What would be my secondary entry? What would be my secondary entry? Double bottom, right? So higher high, higher close would be the first one. If we don't get that, I'm sleeping, risk reward doesn't work, whatever reason, double bottom. That's a more conservative entry, right? What will be after that? Who knows I never know. I need to learn this word. I'm going to say thirdendary. I know that's not it, but that's what I want to, yeah. 2618. So if I want to get in a counter trend trade here, I would need to wait for a 2618. Now, what does the 2618 give me that the other ones don't? Well, the higher high, higher close doesn't give me any confirmation of any type of rotation. Double bottom is a more conservative approach. The 2618 is important because it shows that the double bottom has worked, right? We take out these highs, and that gives us a small rotation. Does that make sense? We violate these highs, and then we come back, and this is the first pullback. So if we were to get a 2618 at this level, that would be something that I can trade here. Because we don't have structure, but in the sense of the double bottom, we've created a brand new structure level that once violated and now retested could be used. So that would be a reason for me or a way I can get involved if I want to get involved in a counter trend trade here at 2618. All right, so questions on the cable. Hope you enjoyed the video. Today's footage comes from one of my live trading room sessions. If you ever want to join the live trading room, we have two of them over on the Tier 1 trading platform, a New York session and a London session. They do come with your 14-day risk-free trial, so check it out. Also, make sure you check out that upcoming year-end annual trading workshop we have coming up at the end of November. Seats are getting filled. I think we're up to 200 or 300 already. I've got to double check on that, but don't procrastinate because once we have reached our limit, we are shutting it down. Link is in the description box below, or head over to www.tier1trading.com to check it out. And until next time, plan your trade, trade your plan. Take care.